Happiness is definitely a choice. You can choose to make yourself miserable or happy. And my dad taught me that. And I can deal with things so much better now because everything in comparison to losing my dad was so much easier. Everything. People that hear my story think it's bad. I like it. I like who I am today because of it. My dad, he made life seem so rosy and pretty and happy, and it was very safe and lots of hugs and kisses and made you feel very, very loved. I lost a lot of mementos of my father, but what I have in my heart is much more important. My father was born in Palestine, and he met my mother in Jordan. My dad came here not knowing a word of English. It was a very hard time for him. He used to work a lot of odd jobs. I remember my mother telling me he was a paper boy on a bike. And then he'd go to a bagel shop, and so it was a struggle. One of the odd jobs my dad ended up getting was pizza delivery guy. And he ended up meeting a lady who also had her own franchises within the same company. And so she told him, would you like to join my group? Like, would you like to be my partner? And he did great because he's very good with people. He's super smart with business. He liked to provide for us so my mom could be a stay-at-home mom and we could get all the things we wanted. He gave us all these little lessons. You have to focus, keep your eyes on the prize. And he's like, if you're nice, you could make a lot of friends, and a lot of friends could get you a lot of places, that kind of thing.
My name's Jen Mazza. I'm a representational painter. I work with objects because I can tell stories. What was challenging about Tasha's story is that she didn't have a lot of objects left from her father. They weren't the most important things, it was the memories that were important. But being a painter who paints things, it meant that there was a responsibility on me then to choose those things which would come to sort of represent that story. So I wanted to be as truthful and accurate as possible and to really give her something that evoked really wonderful stories about him and things that he'd said and things that they'd done together.
My dad always told me I could be whatever I wanted. Tasha the author, Tasha the surgeon. He's like, that it has a ring to it, it works. While I was getting older, I was telling him, why don't we work together? So we used to do school lunches together. That's when we go in super early, make all the pizzas for the schools that needed them. And then we'd go to the bagel shop next door and have bagels and coffee. He taught me how to do payroll and accounting and the bookkeeping, and I felt so accomplished. I felt so empowered.
Why do you think you love that kind of stuff?
It was fun because he taught me. So it was fun because it was our thing. But I was very focused on myself. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do this in college and I'm gonna get my master's and my PhD and I'm gonna be great. I'm gonna open my own business. I'm gonna take over my dad's business. We're gonna do so much together. Never did I think that things would just change. One night, my dad, he had a really bad cough, and then he started turning blue. There was no oxygen coming in, so we called an ambulance and he went to the ER. They admitted him thinking it was pneumonia, and then he got chest scans and something came up on his chest scans, and through further examination, he had lung cancer. He actually went into surgery and had 3/4 of his left lung taken out. And so he had to relearn how to breathe, It was a very, very bad cut in his back. Very bad cut. But he was great about it. He was really great about it. But it was just, I felt bad.
But you said something very, very important, which was he was great about it.
Oh yeah, he was wonderful about it. He would just laugh a lot, and he's like, if I can't laugh about it, I'll cry about it. So I'd rather laugh than cry. He's like, life is too short. It's great. We're good. We're a team. The way we knew that my dad got progressively ill is he completely lost sensation in his right arm. It had moved to the brain, and there were 7 tumors everywhere. It was inoperable. He was having seizures throughout the night and during the day. One night, it was just a worse seizure than usual. And he was smiling through it. Not sure how, but he was smiling through it. And so he held my hand and smiled. He leaned in and he called me over for a hug. And he passed away. He passed away in my arms.
You want to say, it's all going to be okay, but that just sounds really stupid. I've called the painting for Tasha an artifact of Jack's life, the memories that he left behind. So the first element is a map. He was amazingly brave to leave his home country, come to another country where he did not yet speak the language, and basically start again, selling newspapers, working at a bagel place. And then there's a quote from Jack on it. If you're nice to people, you can make a lot of friends, and a lot of friends can get you a lot of places. And I think it was this outlook on life, his sort of positive outlook, that enabled him to create such a successful life when he came to the United States. It's a kind of American dream story, really.
We never thought anything like this would happen. We did not plan ahead, not at all. Life insurance just was not something that ended up happening. Money started getting tight. So I dropped out of college. I worked 2 jobs. It was just so stressful, so burdening to worry about. My dad had set me up to be this super strong person, but I didn't realize how much harder it would be if he wasn't there.
I was reading something that said, value the things that are unsolved in yourself. This piece caused me to sort of look back at my life and to think of myself when I was Tasha's age. I want it to grow over time and continue to tell the story as Tasha gets older. So the needle was put on as a kind of invitation for Tasha to take it up and continue the journey wherever she wants to go.
I feel like you don't know your strength or how much you can do until you're kind of thrown to the wolves. My dad always made it a point to give back. He always told us be charitable, do things for other people, the less fortunate. And I'd always wanted to make a nonprofit, but we just never got around to it because he was working. We had an idea to give out books to less fortunate kids. So when he passed away, I had decided that I wanted to make this nonprofit. So I threw it out as an idea. Would people like to donate? And then I'll be the middleman. And it boomed. I had 5,000 to 6,000 books in my basement and my garage. I had everything. All ages, all genres. Any teacher that came by, we'd sit down and we'd look for those books.
What do you think your dad would have said about that?
Oh, he would have been so excited because we like that kind of stuff. For my 25th birthday, I bought myself a life insurance policy. You never know what might happen. I don't want to have to worry about my mother and my brother and my sister if, heaven forbid, something happened. And I want to make sure that everyone's okay even when I'm not around. You have to plan for that rainy day. It's not a fun thing to think about, but it's a very smart thing to think about.
Who is Kevin?
Oh, Kevin. Oh, I'm gonna cry now. Oh, Kevin is my boyfriend, my best friend. He's like the best thing that's ever happened. He's a lot like my dad in the fact that no matter what I do, I'm always winning. No matter what I do, I could fail epically and he'd be like, no, good job, you did great. You can choose to make yourself miserable or happy. And it's on you at the end of the day. And I feel like choosing to be happy is so much better because if you smile enough, you start getting giddy. You start getting happy, you start laughing, and things just start to get better. Because every day has good and bad in it. If you think happy thoughts, happy things will happen. You'll be so much better. That's amazing. Oh, that's amazing. Oh, it looks so pretty.
Do you like it?
Oh, thank you. Oh, it looks so much like my dad. It's awesome.
I'm so glad.
Thank you so much. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, it's perfect. Oh, I love it. You captured it so well. Thank you.
My pleasure. Yeah, I spent a lot of time trying to get him look like your dad. So.
It's amazing. You are amazing. It's so pretty. That's incredible.
It's his journey, right? But it's
that's
your
amazing.
journey
Yeah.
now left to finish.
That's incredible.
And that's what he's left behind for you, is the map forward.
I love this. Oh, this is perfect. I used to always want to find someone like my dad. Then I realized that I'm kind of like my dad. And when my dad passed, my mom told me, she's like, you're basically your dad. It was the best feeling in the world. I swear you couldn't tell me anything to make me any happier. And so I think I lost someone and I gained myself.
Tasha Hawash just shared her masterpiece of love, and now you can too. Visit our interactive heart to join the growing community of people uploading photos and writing tributes for their loved ones. You'll honor the legacy of someone important to you as you think about the legacy you'd like to leave behind.